Honda Silverwing, time and chain, how to line it up, how to take it off, how to put it on. Here you start with this right side timing cover, stator cover. You take this plug out right here. There's a little dash right there, right on the threads, and it lines up the stator in there. And there's a little T to mark that mark in there as top dead center. There's another mark, so make sure you get it at T. Come over here. Exhaust cam. It's got an EX down in there. Right there. Barely see it. It lines up with the surface of the head there. And on the other side, you got an IN right there, and that lines up with the surface like that. And you got it marked with an I and an E, so I know where they are at top dead. So if you were to pull this thing apart, you can't get to the bottom bolts on the camshafts that bolt the cam gears on. So what you want to do is walk this thing around while it's all still together until you can get to those bolts, zip those out, walk it back around to top dead center to where you only have one bolt in each cam gear, and now you can pull those bolts out and also pull this tensioner out right here, the fastener bolts on each side of the middle bolt, and then when you put it back, you just kind of reverse that. You make sure you're on top dead again on that mark. Start with the exhaust cam gear, and then put that bolt in the top, get the slack out of that chain, pull it over to your intake, get the one bolt in there, pull the slack out, and do the same thing, have it tight because all the slack goes on this side because this is where the tensioner is. So once you have all that set up, come over here and you got your tensioner that's out, but you take that center bolt out of it when it's out, and there's a tensioner little, you need a flathead screwdriver, a mini one, and you walk that thing back and it's spring loaded, and to put it back in you have to hold that back because it's spring pressure. It's going to want to spring forward. There's probably a tool that holds it. I'm sure there is. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me, that locks it and holds it, so you can put it back in there without having to hold it, and then zip it down and then pull that tool out and it lets the spring go. But I just use a screwdriver and it works for me. So pull the center bolt out, wind it down, stick it in there, get those fasteners down, and then let it go last. That'll take all the slack out. So now you're left with your chain all together, but you only have two bolts in the top there. So just walk it around until you can see the bottom bolts on the cam gears, tighten those down, and then walk it back and re-torque and just make sure they're both tightened up properly. And that's it.